Hello, everyone. Today is Thursday, August 27th, and we're about to get started with another episode of the Groovekart Challenge. Today is day 5. We're going to be talking about the product page. So I want to say hi to my co-host, David Lemon, and
Hello.
Mrs. Christine K. Sorry, Christine, I should have started with you, but since I just definitely left my gentleman pants on outside of the door. Sorry about that, Christine. So,
It's okay.
on
Forgive you this time.
on. All right. So, unfortunately, today also Donna Fox is not going to be with us. She's actually out of the office. Everything is fine, but she is working really hard. So, we are going to be working together with Christine and David today to continue with the challenge. Today is, as I mentioned earlier, day 5. We're going to be talking about the product page today. So I hope everybody's ready. We are going to have a couple of announcements, a couple of things that we're going to be doing, and then we're going to get started. So let me just get you to my screen. Give me 30 seconds here. And as always, we're going to work on, of course, a couple of things. First, uh, we are going to talk about some updates and some news. Then we're going to set up the product page. We're going to talk about the product layouts. Why are they important? Why we need to have a very nice layout, and also how to maximize the use of said page. Also, we're going to have the essay challenge information because today we're actually at the half of the challenge. And just like we did with the last one, we are going to be presenting some information so you guys can participate and take Christine's seats in the next challenge. So we're going to be talking about that today. As far as of the updates for Groovekart, guys, we have a couple of announcements. We are currently updating more of the features, more of the functionality, and also with GrooveCell. And I believe tomorrow we're going to have a very nicely, completely, hopefully everything will be fine update for you guys, for those of us that actually use Groove Funnels. Unrelated product, but the same company. So we are going to make sure that you guys are informed and everything works pretty much the same right after the update. Now, as I always do, hello, Ron. I want to just start by asking who is here for the first time. Let's just see by the way of a comment who is with us for the first time here today. So I can put you up to speed in just a couple of minutes, and then we can actually just continue with the program. Hello, Darcy. How are you? I'm glad that you're connecting from Vegas. That's actually, I believe it's a very nice place. Just too hot for me. And we have a Facebook user that says, me, I believe is for the first time. And as we gather more users around, let's just wait for another more me's to see who is with us the first time. Pauline also is the first time. So welcome everybody that is here for the first time. And let me just put you up to speed in 45 seconds. What we're doing every week is actually something called the Groovekart Challenge. Every 8 weeks, we select one member of our staff or a customer, and we actually work with them to build their store. The first time we did it was with Mrs. Donna Fox. We actually created her store. And this time around, I'm actually working with this lovely lady that is sharing the screen with me right now, Mrs. Christine Case. She actually won. She wrote a very nice essay, and she actually won the opportunity to be here with us on camera and actually work on his store. So we're going to be doing that for the rest of the year, and anybody can actually win. And today we're going to talk about that with the essay challenge information. So with that said, let's just say Michael. Hello, Michael. Pleasure to have you here. We have now Josephine Marceline as well, Tina Joyner. Hey, Tina, how are you? Kinds of Gold Investors, the Smart Pauline, Michael Sidell, somebody from Algeria. So as you can see, guys, we have people from all over the world right now, and we are ecstatic to try to come up with new things for you to interact with us as far as a Groovekart. And of course, make sure that your e-commerce experience is as incredibly as it is for us to bake the product, and of course to bring results for your e-commerce journey. Now, with that said, I think, David, I think that's it for announcement, right? We just don't have a lot of announcements, so I get him the thumbs up. And David, although he's in the shadows, he's always helping. So, David, thank you very much for that. Hey, Lisa, how are you? And we're getting more and more and more users. And I mean, oh, we have a question here. I need you to help me after the live. No problem. Just let us know. Uh, so for those who don't know me, my name is John Garcia. We have also Mrs. Christine Case right down here, and David, which started with us um, the live today, and we are pretty much the Groovekart team, also with Mrs. Donna Fox. All right, Paul, how are you? All right, guys. So I think it's 7 minutes past 6. So let's just get started with the materials that we're going to be working today. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be working with the product page. The product page is where we display our products. And right now with Groovekart, we have the capabilities to design it as we prefer, meaning we have the options to uh, present maybe more images, present a video, uh, present the variables or the variants that we want to have in our experience for shopping cart, as well as some other details. But now, Christine, I'm going to kindly ask you to log into your store in the dashboard and also with another tab with your main page. So if you can be so kind. And David, could you help me out to so Christine can share her screen? Awesome. Now we're looking at your screen, Christine. So let's just go to the Fireman Zone, which is your website. Awesome. And perfect. I see the dashboard. So now, Christine, can you do me a favor? Can you actually just go back to your main site? And let's take a look. If you scroll down a bit, as you can see, Christine has been doing her homework. She actually added more products to the store. She created more stuff. And that is a product that I love, that product. And she, of course, also changed a couple of the colors. So now what we need to do is have a place or a moment to take a look at how our products are displayed. So Christine, let me ask you, what were you thinking when you created that beautiful baby fireman tee that actually we have in the homepage?
I wanted to reach out to future, so I thought something cute would be good.
Christine, I believe the line just dropped whenever you were talking a bit. Could you repeat what you were saying?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Yes, Chris. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Okay, I thought maybe I went dead here. Okay, what I thought of was I wanted to create something for the future firemen, and I thought something cute would happen. I was looking at the bibs, but then this popped out and I saw this little firefighter cartoon, and I thought that would be so cute to have that.
And you know what? The only reason why I mention it is because it is a great product. Because you're touching two areas where a lot of people might have missed it. You're talking about the future firemen because, of course, that's the theme that you're using in your website, but also it actually is for kids. And as we all know, anything that you have for kids may be a good opportunity to enter a different market. Firemen, they have wives, they have kids, they have nephews and nieces. This is a great product. And the reason why I brought it up also is because it portrays in a very nice and cute way what you're all about. It's a site dedicated to firemen and the labor that they do. So awesome idea, great, great, great product selection. And also, if you go scroll up, I think I love the new sleeve that you did for the laptop. I think that shield is actually excellent. And of course, the product selection is more, it now is getting fuller. And every week, by the way, everyone, Christine is going to put more products and more products and more products until we defined a very nice product selection. So by the end of those 8 weeks, she can say, we are going to go live with my store. Then we have kind of halfway right now. We are in the process of now customizing the product page, which you're going to be doing in just 1 second, and also just giving the look and feel for her store. Since this is a work in progress, you're going to see more changes, colors changing, maybe a couple of links on the menu changes. If you want to keep on top of all the changes that Christine and us are doing, don't forget to visit our channel in groovedigitalacademy.com or in Facebook or in our channel in YouTube. So you can take a look for the Groovekart challenge from day one until today, and of course the next week. So you can just keep up with the pace and see the progress and see how we are creating the products. We selected the colors, we created the homepage, and we connected everything that is needed to run our e-commerce store. So now, with that said, Christine, and thank you for showing us your homepage, and I love the progress and I love the new products. So let's go back to the dashboard. And for those of you guys that are here for the first time, this is what you have seen a couple of times already. This might look completely unfamiliar, and this might be a little bit of confusing situations for you when it comes to creating your store. But generally, this is the back end of our Groovekart store. And as you can see, there's very simple links: home, products, orders, settings, and apps. And now, where I would like you to go, Christine, is go to apps. And we're going to click on this visual builder. And the visual builder allows us to actually create our home pages, create different pages. And today we're going to get really deep in creating a very nice product page. Why a product page? Because right after your home page, which is the landing page where all your visitors will come in to see the products, the very second page that they will visit is a product page. So it's very important that the elements that we have there kind of coincide with the look and feel of the store and also the product that you're offering. So, Christine, got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Where should we go to change the page if we're going to go to the product page? Let's see if you remember for the past days.
The product page.
Yes.
Pages? Pages?
That is correct. That is correct. So you go to pages, and then you got to go to product layouts. Why product layouts? Because that is how we presenting the product. So let's just pick the first one, the default product layout, and click on the little box and the arrow, that one. So what it will happen now, it will show you the basic page. And last week, I think we touched a little bit of this because we were actually wanted to see how the product looked. But now that we're here, we can customize this page to have a better presentation and kind of delete the items that we don't want to show in our page, but also add the things that you really want to see or you want to present to your customers. So, and with that said, we have determined already in day 5 that we have our products, we have our look and feel. We know that we're working for a fireman store theme, and of course that our market is firemen, their families, and other first responders. So what we need to create in this page right here is something that allows the Groovekart to convey a message and make, create the synergy necessary for the homepage to the product to get connected in a very simple way, but yet effective. So what we're going to do, we're going to change a couple of things here. And now you see, Christine, where it says you are viewing your product title. So those elements here, by the way, guys, they're general information. So every single product that you select for this layout will look the same. That's why we have selected this one for now, just to give you a reference in how to create a very solid product page. So Christine, we kind of did last week part of this by generating, the title and by picking the color of the title. But what do you think? Is it necessary for us to have that little piece of information that says there you are viewing your product title, or should we remove it? What do you think it will look better in your page?
How if we do a change, not delete it?
So let's just do a change. So we can actually just click on the pencil. Make sure that if you click there, oh, I'm sorry. Actually, you have to click it back and click it on the pencil. Sorry. The pencil will actually activate the changes. So you're ready to go. So now you can go to the text and highlight it or start changing the text.
Should this be the title of the product?
Well, actually, that is kind of a subtitle, even though it's on top, because your product title is actually on red right below it. So we want to keep the red. We're going to keep the attention and the focus on the title. But if you want to say anything above that, I think if you can convey a nice message, like maybe instead of you are viewing, you are welcome to take a look at this product, or I don't know, maybe something that is a little bit more creative. And in these cases, we always ask the audience if we can actually just get some recommendations so we can all participate. Welcome to Fireman Son. Perfect. I like that. So now remember just to click the check mark. There you go. And now, once you click the check mark, what is the next step?
Save.
That is correct. Guys, always remember to any changes that you do in the pages, whether it is moving an element or working with text, you have to push the save button. Now, we have changed a little bit the title. Now, let me just touch a couple of things here that we need. So we also need a description. And remember, this description right here is the very first part of the description in your product, which we're going to be seeing in a second. This description is called the short description. So it is just text. Remember, this is not the text that your customers will see. This is just the placeholder of the amount of text that you will have in your products, which we'll, as I mentioned, see in a second. But let's just not touch that one because that is important to have all the price. However, and I need your opinion here, Christine, because after all, it is your store. What do you think? Would it be better the description and then the price, or first the price and then the description? What do you think will be better?
I like the way it is right now, where the price is at the bottom.
Perfect. So if that is the way you like it, let's just leave it like that, because at the end of the day, you are in control like anybody else are in control with the stores. So we're going to leave the price at the bottom and the main description on top. Now, colors and sizes are two elements that are needed when you're working with certain products, with products that have variants. And by variants, I mean, as you can see, colors, sizes. Maybe you don't have color or sizes, but you have what could be another variant? Anybody can help me because I'm drawing a blank here. Anybody from the audience, maybe you, David, what will be another variant besides color and size? Let's see if somebody can take a guess.
Length, height.
Height, okay. Anything else, David? Or anybody in the audience? What would be another variant that you could probably have?
So variant would be like different image on the product, like that cute little fireman boy. You maybe have it in a different style, a different position, or something like that. That could be a variant. But yeah. Like
You
there's
see,
a lot of great guesses there in
that is
the
exactly that what I wanted
in
to
the
do.
comments.
Darcy, thank you very much. And another Facebook user, style, male or female. Correct. So you can, if you are adding any product that has a variant or any variation, you will definitely want to show it up front. So in this case, since we're dealing with print on demand products, most of the variants are either color or size. But then you can have style, you can have gender, you can have material, and many others. So thank you guys for the actual for the recommendations there. And of course, I love the participation. I mean, that means that we're all paying attention. And of course, thank you, Christine, because you're doing, as always, a great job. So now we have to find that we need some of the actual elements for the variants. So now let's just go a little bit down to the button, to where the button is. And now let me ask you a question. That button that says go to the shipping step, what do you think we should change the color, right? I think green might not go as well for a fire, for a fireman kind of theme website. So in order to change the button, guys, it's very simple. All we need to do is click the wheel in the middle, in the bottom, right there. And that will create a pop-up, not a pop-up, but a side pop in your browser that will allow you to change the configuration. So with the panel open, what you go is on the settings for the button, right in the middle. The first thing that we want to do is click where it says button settings, right on the top, and then the button label. What do we want to say? Uh, do we want to say go to the shipping step, or maybe get this item now? Hot new item. Remember, this is general information, so every single product will have this in your in the buttons. Buy now is one of the more popular ones, which if that's the way you want to go, Christine, we go with buy now. So now let's just go down to the icon settings, because this is where everything gets fun, guys. We can actually add the little elements to identify our site. So the icon could be in the left. And now do me a favor, Christine, can you actually, where it says search icon, can you do me a favor? Can you just tap maybe fire or maybe fireman? Let's see what comes up with. And I believe we're looking at a fire extinguisher. Oh, actually, just click fire. You have a little flame, and a little extinguisher, I believe. And the other symbol, I am not sure what it is. It looks like a little, it looks like the symbol from Star Wars. I don't know if I'm sure. I am not sure. Maybe somebody in the audience. But I think the extinguisher will look cool in the button. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right. So you see now, we are giving something called image. You're giving that idea. You're giving that relation to the whole spectrum of the site. So right now, of course, your buy button will have an extinguisher. How cool. But now let's change the color. I don't think green should be the color that we need to go with here. So let's just click save for the moment. And just to make sure that everything is saved, the text and everything else that you're changing, always change and click the save button, guys. It's important for us to make sure that you keep the changes. So let's click again in the center, in the little wheel. And now let's just go to style, because in this style, we will have the color. Actually, that one, perfect. So if you go to the background on the top, right in the first option, oh, I'm actually, then you can select the color in the background color. So if you don't mind, I have the code for the color that you can use here, because a lot of us always have a situation picking the colors. So we do have the color selector here, but some of those will love to work with colors. So if you don't mind typing E as an elephant, number 4, number 1, number 0, number 0, and letter A. So it will read E4100A. If you click apply, oh, actually you have to do it, and this is important. Okay, perfect. I thought it might need the uppercase and lowercase, but nope, that was actually updated. So did you click apply, Christine? I
Yes,
believe
I
you did.
did.
And now, right after apply, what do we need to do? Click
Save it.
save again. That is correct. You want to keep at every single step that you do, always save. Once you get used to, and this is one of the tips that I always give, once you're used to it, you can work in 3, 4, 5 things at a time and then save. But since we are right now working for the very first time with Groovekart, we are actually going every time we do a change, always save. So now, if you scroll down, you'll see that in our product page, you have a cool button right now with a little fire extinguisher. You have options. And this is another part that I wanted to point out. If you scroll down a little bit, Christine, please, you're going to see something called related products. This wasn't here before, but we added this last week because we wanted to have some things going on in the website. And what is the related products? The related product is whatever product that you create, if you have any other product in your store that you can actually offer with that other product that is somehow related, maybe a t-shirt, maybe a mug that is with the same design. uh, Maybe you created a new product and is using similar colors. Products that have a relationship, whether it is, as I mentioned, in the design, or maybe the style, or even the size. So we're going to leave those like that, but we're going to do something. So whoever is actually following us for the first time today, let's just remove that and add it, if you don't mind. So Christine, let's just take that in practice. And how do we remove an element? And in this case will be that element right there, which is the related products.
Click on the trash can.
That is correct. So let's click on the trash can. And voila. That actually removes that from the actual product page. So, but let's say, okay, you know what? Thinking about it now, I want it back. How do we put it back, Christine? Let's see if you remember from what element it is.
Products and category.
And close, but not really. You're very close.
Content.
No, it's actually in the product elements.
I'm in the wrong one. I'm in the global. Okay.
That is correct. So remember, guys, the product page will have its own elements that you can use. So here you can add more pictures, you can add a video, you can add content, cart and pricing, and cart buttons and other. So let's just click on content. And I believe it will say something like a title, but so I don't think that's what we're looking for, right? So let's click in other. Let's see what it says in other, right at the very bottom.
Related products.
There you go. So let's grab related products and drag it and drop it under related products title. There you go. So that's pretty much how you put it back in. You delete it the first time, so we can actually illustrate how to remove a pre-made element. So we just drag it and drop it. But now let's just keep scrolling down because you have the more details for the product there. And I don't think that's the right place to have more details right after the recommended products. So how do we move an element within the actual page? So Christine, we might have to get the title as well as the product elements element down right below more details. So how do we do that? Let's see if you remember.
Click on the little, I don't know what icon that is.
Yeah, you can actually just click on the cross. Let's just call it the cross icon, or maybe the plus icon. but you are picking the wrong one. You have to pick the one right above it, which is the element for the related products. So if you scroll back a little bit more, I mean, scroll up.
The one on the black?
Yep, scroll up a little bit more because that's the title for the more details. So that should go right immediately under the product images. So let's just scroll up a little bit more. Nope, scroll up, all the way up, all the way up. There it is. You see, more, 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 more. There it is. You have to grab that one.
This one?
Nope. Right where you have the 4 images and the title. So that's perfect. You're going to start with the title. Let's just grab the title with the little cross and drag it down.
I'm
Drag it. Yep.
I'm dragging the pictures then. Okay.
Yep, that is correct. You're dragging that element down to right there. You can drop it. Now, you think it's okay right after the customer reviews if for the other products to appear? What do you think, guys, in the audience? Should we just leave it at the very bottom of the page, or should we just put it in a place that is visible to the visitors? So without scrolling too much. So let's grab that element again and let's put it right above the review title. You see where it says read our customer reviews? Grab that one and let's just put it above it. And the only reason we're doing this exercise, guys, is because to see that placement of certain things is important. You don't want to have your customer drag down and just visit your whole page to see what other related products you have. Usually the best positioning for this is right below the information of the product. So now Christine managed to actually put it in there. Awesome, Christine. And now let's just grab the title and put it above the element. I believe you have the title right there, related products. And let's just scroll it down and right, oh, too much. Now about to be a little bit more up, I believe. And perfect. Awesome. And by the way, guys, we do have a little delay, so maybe Christine is going a little faster than I'm talking, but she is doing an awesome job. And remember, we still have a delay of maybe 2.5, 3 seconds before you get to the to see the action. So right now, Christine, I believe we have a product page. Now let's just do me a favor. Can you click save? And the reason why I always give this tip, always when you're working with your e-commerce store, always keep your element open, pretty much your editor, if you're working with your element with your editor, or if you're working with adding the products or maybe editing some products, always keep that open, but also keep your page open so we can see the changes in real time. So Christine, can you just click on the tab where you have your website, please, your store. Now let's just click refresh. And now, if you don't mind, please, let's just click on that very first t-shirt, the one that you have there to the left, the Hot Firefighter t-shirt. Now, this is the way that the product will appear with the changes that we just did. I don't know if you noticed that she changed the title. She actually just changed for Welcome to the Fireman Zone, Hot Firefighter t-shirt. Cool looking t-shirt. Of course, the description needs to be a little bit more filled. You need a little bit more description. But you see, you have the actual variants or the variables. So can you do me a favor, Christine? Can you please click on the color? Because I want to make sure that something is working here. Can you scroll up and on the colors, on the name of the colors, by the way. So let's just click and it will change according to the color that you pick. So you will have the visual image from the variant that the system created to show your product. Every time you select a different name or different color, the variant will show. In sizes, it's a little bit different because sizes doesn't really matter if you change the color. You just change the size in the order. Now, if you scroll down, please, let's just take a look at something that we did. We have the main descriptions, and as you can see, the related products. And if somebody in the audience can tell me what exactly those three products have in common, and why do you think we actually add them to the related products? So let's take a look. Anybody from the audience? I know, Christine, you know this because you did it. So let's just allow somebody from the audience to see if they can detect why it was in the related product since it's not a t-shirt. Anybody? Let's see. David, do we have anybody participating privately?
For now, no. There is this delay between StreamYard and the comments, so we'll just need to talk a bit until they actually start loading in. So there we go. There's the logo, same image,
Perfect.
same design.
Correct. Which takes me to the very first principle that I talk about. Make sure that you maximize your assets, meaning if you have an image that you like to have, correct, that is correct, is Smart Life Pauline, Facebook user, Selena Fisher, Sandra Soto, Darcy, you are all correct because it has the same design. So that will give us the ability to use one design for different products. So you have the mug, you have the laptop sleeve, and of course the t-shirts. So if you're designing any kind of product, you have the same ability. No matter what the industry is, no matter what the niche that you want to work on, no matter what the design it is, you can create multiple products. Just make sure that the products somehow relate to each other, number one, and they're usable. For example, in this case, we know that we have a t-shirt, but we also have a mug and a laptop sleeve. Why? Because firemen and their families, they're all drink coffee. Well, most of them. And they own a laptop. Most of the families everywhere own a laptop. And of course, they want to represent, they want to actually just, get the products that identify what they do. And of course, they will get the t-shirt. So that is the main idea. You get now the product with the same logo, and you can use that in several store products. So, and yes, Facebook user asked how she did that. Actually, she connected her store with Printful, and we do have now that capability to connect to Printful, and Printful allows you to create several products with the same design. So you can actually do the same since you're here with us today and you are looking to get started with your Groovekart. So Christine, now let's just do something cool because right now we designed the product page. We kind of got it down. We know where we actually can change the colors, where we can change the text. But now let's just do something else. How do we add the products? Where do we add the products that we want to display in my page? So let's just go back for a moment to your store. And let's just go to your product. So just do me a favor, right click where it says admin panel, because I'm open with a new tab. Perfect. And by the way, the reason why I asked Christine to do this is so we can keep all the windows open, and we can actually interact with the patterns. I mean, with not the patterns, but with the elements at the same time without having to open the screen again and locate whatever page we're working on. So right now we are at our main dashboard. So what we're going to do now, Christine, is let's locate the products. So because parts of the products will be showing where are the related items. So let's just go to my products. And the list is about to populate, this is where we get the products. This is actually where we have our product list. And I believe we featured that t-shirt on the very first t-shirt, which is number 8, the hot fire t-shirt. So let's edit. And how do we edit the product? So Christine, you remember where do we edit the product?
Yes, a little paper with a pencil on it.
That is correct. So let's just click on the pencil. And in this case, we're going to just keep in the same window because we're editing a product. So in here, this is where we edit the product. So let's say you finished creating your product, you actually brought it in here, and you want to make sure that you connect the related product correctly. So here you can do a lot of things. I believe we spoke about this briefly last week when it comes to identifying your product and making sure that you have the right name, the right product, the right codes, the right categories in this. Now, would it be okay, guys? And I want to just do this democratically, if I may. By account of raised hands or maybe votes, would you like to see the whole process of product editing? Let's see what the audience think, because I know some of them might be the first time with us. So I want to give everybody the opportunity to see how do we edit a product. So I have already a yes, a couple of yeses. So let's just do the editing of a product. And as you saw, Christine selected the very first product that we created, which was the t-shirt. So you see the product name right there. And the way that you edit, of course, is always clicking on the pencil. Awesome. So I see a lot of yeses now coming in. So we're going to do it, guys. We're going to do it fairly quickly because the process will not take more than 10, 15 minutes. If you have the information created. If you don't have the information for your products, you can just take as much time as you want. But for the sake of time right now, we're just going to go a little bit faster because we already have the product created and some of them have descriptions. So the very first stop right there is the product name. So we already have the product. It's a standard product. Groovekart has the option to sell different products or different kind of products. You have the tangible products or a physical product, and also you have a digital product. Can you click on that drop down, Christine, if you don't mind? Is it allowing you to click or maybe not? Yeah, because we are updating it, maybe. So right now, since you have also the ability to sell digital products, but in this case, this product is not on Linux because we already selected is a regular product. And the reason why is because we imported this product from Printful. So we cannot change the product style. And why, you might ask? Because if we change the product type, then whenever an order comes in, the system will get confused. So we don't want the system to get confused. That's why you cannot change the product type. But we do have the option, once you're working with your own products, to have digital product as well and connect it to a download. Now, category and tags. So if you don't mind, Christine, can you please click change on the category and tags? Here is where you select the category. You can create new categories as you go along with your products, or you can select a category that you already have. In this case, Christine, when we started working with the store, she selected a couple of categories, which is t-shirts, mugs, accessories, and she added recently future firefighter items, which is the baby stuff that we saw earlier. So in this case, we're going to keep it in t-shirts, and let's just move right along, and let's just scroll down, please. And the very next one will be the description. Now, if you click change on the description, you're going to see that that's open. That will open in a couple of sections. The summary product description is the description that earlier I mentioned that you will see at the top. So the summary description will be the first one, the one on the top right above the pricing. So here is where you can add any kind of specifics of the product, color, sizes, materials, benefits of the product, and things like that. At the moment, we actually don't have a lot of information for this product, but I know that Christine, when whenever she has a moment, she will probably complete those. Right, Christine?
Yes, sir.
All right. And now, right below it, you see that you have the full product description. The full product description is where you can actually go crazy with the keywords. Here, you're going to talk about your product, but you can actually give it some function. For example, this t-shirt will allow you to keep cool because the material that is made of, uh, whatever material it is, will keep you cool in the hottest summer days or whatever other benefit the product might have. Of course, just make sure that anything that you said about your product is completely true. So always revise your information with the manufacturer and of course with any other things that you can use to generate the content. The most important part is generate the content with the right keywords. So I see that you created a couple of points. I love that you have already maybe ready for the description. So as you can see, she listed a couple of bullet points with the style, the color, the fabric that it was created, and of course all the benefits of the product. So Christine, great job, awesome. I like that. So now let's just continue to scroll down, and the upsell description is for a upsell product that you have, which we'll talk in a moment. So we're gonna just undergo and keep going on scrolling down so we can go to search engine optimization. Now, here is the fun part, guys, because we need to understand the process. Oh, I like that. So, yep, save it, please.
Mhm.
I am glad that you are mindful of the moves that you're making because, yes, anytime you change something, please do save information. We have a ton of people in a daily basis let us know in the service desk, hey, I was editing my card, but everything disappeared. That might be because you changed something and you didn't save it. So that's key, guys. So now let's click on where it says change in the search engine optimization, Christine, if you don't mind. Now, here is very important because we are talking about the information that Google will see. And now you'll see the meta title is the product name. Then the meta description, you can use any keywords that you see fit for your product. And of course, it will be presented with the Google snippet. What is the Google snippet? It is actually the way that the product will be reflected in the search results. And one tip that I want to give everybody here tonight is in your friendly URL, please make sure that you do not have any double dashes separating the words in that specific field. You see right below where actually Christine is right now putting the information, where it says friendly URL. You see it says hot dash fire dash fighter dash t dash shirt. Make sure that you do not have any double dashes. Google does not like that at all. That will just gonna not give the right feedback for the search engines and the web crawlers. I don't know if they call it web crawlers anymore, but all the information that is gathered, always make sure that only has one dash between words. Now, the Open Graph or the OG is actually a description that is used for your products to be displayed when you're actually entering your social media. For example, if you have your pixel active, your Facebook pixel, or you have an account with Instagram, this is the way how the product will show. Now, this is just a sample of how it will show. It doesn't mean that your Facebook group name will appear there. No, that will have your group name. So this is just how it will show. So you can select the product title or the OG title, depending on how you want to appear that product in social media. So you can use the product title, like I believe is hot firefighter t-shirt. You can just do that. Or as you see fit for, of course, your group or your page or many other ways that you can use that for your social media. Now, Christine, let's just scroll down because this is where it gets fun. Now, on the advanced settings, usually we don't need to touch those because that it's about the height and weight of some items. So let's just don't click on it and let's just click save and next. What will happen now is magically the product will go to the next step. As you see, there is actually six steps that you need to complete in order to complete a product. So here is the images. Now, here is something that we get also asked a lot. How do I change my default picture? Right now, you see where it says cover and it has that blue picture. So in order to actually select a different color for the cover image, all that you need to do is click on the image, and let's click in the orange one or maybe that yellow one. That yellow one is kind of cool. And you see, once you click on the image, it will give you an option. And you see the option that says cover image. You can click on cover, check that box, and then save. And what will happen is that yellow picture will be now your cover image. Now you will see that change in a moment once we go back to the product. So let's keep scrolling down if you don't mind. And here also is a cool part of the Groovekart. You can add videos. If you happen to have videos created for your products, that's where you can actually add them. You can click on that button and you can select a link for your YouTube channel, and of course, drop that code in there or that video code, and you will see your video there for your products in your page. Now, since we don't have a video at the moment, let's just click save and next. And now this is the pricing and variance. So let's just go on to the top, Christine, if you don't mind. You see wholesale cost and additional shipping fee. Let's say you are working with a print on demand company and you want to make, that little extra because you want to offer free shipping. So you can actually either create the shipping, which we'll be doing next week, or you can actually offer an additional cost. So you can click on change, and this is the area where you can get it. So if you're selling wholesale, the wholesale cost per t-shirt will be this much, whatever it is, the price. And then if there's any additional shipping fee for that item. Now, since we don't have that, you can close that section for a moment. Now, the quantity discount. So if you click change, you will see here is a cool way to actually just promote a product. Let's say you want to buy 50 or 10 or 5 or whatever it is, and then you offer a discount. So let's say in this case, Christine, you want to say 50, no problem. So what will be the discount? Will it be maybe 20%, 30%, or a monetary value? Maybe $10, $20, $30. So you can select. So the discount, let's just check maybe 20% or maybe 15%. What do you think?
We can do 15.
And then on the dropdown, you can select percent. Now you can click apply. Now, what will happen now, guys, is this product will see that you have a discount, a 15% discount if you order more than 50. Only in this product because we're only editing this product. So let's just move along and go with pricing and variance. And click change. Now, here is where you see the colors. And I read earlier a question that, hey, why is it displaying not the colors, but the name on the variants? And the way that you control that is right there, display as. So the variant type is the color, as we know, but you see what says radio buttons?
Yeah, let me.
It doesn't let you change it because the product only allows you to have that variant. If you are bringing your own product, you have a selection to do a radio buttons or a drop list. So those are the only situations that when we bring in products from any third party, we have to make sure that we cannot change the elements. So when we place the order with the manufacturer to sell it to the customer, we don't have any bad situations. That's why it doesn't allow us to change it. But if you were dealing with your own products, you will have the chance. And we can probably just do that next week when we have a little bit more time with because we're going to be talking about other functionalities in our products. So if you scroll down, please, Christine, you guys will see now the variants. And as you know, the single variant will have every single combination. You have the color and the size. And as you can see, the first color was the navy blue. So navy, color navy, size M, size L, XL, 2XL, and medium or small. So every single variant will be there. You'll have the option at that point to have different pricing. So let's say you want to change the pricing will have no problem changing it, because at the end of the day, it will actually what you reflect your profits. So you can change those elements without no problem on the selling price, and also the compare price. If you want to put a promotional price, maybe promotional price or the compare ad price will be $25, but you want to sell it for 19, just as a comparison. So this will display in your page. Now, it's important to have in mind one thing, and I believe that Christine is scrolling down right now. So at the center of this, there's that series of numbers 5F3C54. That is your SKU number. Please, as a ninja tip, do not delete any of the SKUs if you're working with products from Printful or Slingly or Tscape. Why? Because that is the product that identifies the order when it's sent to the manufacturer. If we delete, let's say, one product or one variant, that variant will go lost in space. But when we create an order and that variant is not located with the manufacturer, then it will create a problem. That's why we always ask yourself when you're creating products with Printful that you select the variants that you need, the colors that you need, the sizes that you need, the styles that you need, and bring it from there to the store. And then in the store, you just let it be. So you are sure that nothing will change. Now, let's just move along and let's just please click Save and Next, because here is where we needed to come, which is the settings for the variants. I'm not for the variants, but the related products. So you can see that is your product layouts. And the very first one is the one that we just worked on. As you see, the default layout, number 1. So we're working with that layout, that's fine. So let's scroll down, because I need to show you where to pick the products, because a lot of people have asked us, but yeah, nice, I have the products, but how do I pick the right products? Right there, related products. You see, can you please click change? Once you click change, of course, let's just, for the sake of example, let's just click on the X's to make him disappear. So if you can click on that X, perfect. Yep, I'm sure to delete that one and also that one. So right now, if we were save if we were to save the product, it will show no products whatsoever, no related products. How do we add them? We go back to the list and then we just type in the reference. So let's just type laptop sleeve. And the cool part is that it will actually start showing the design or the item that you need to have. So it's right there. You just select the item and you'll see that it has the reference from the manufacturer. And now I believe the other product was a mug, right, Christine?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's just select the mug. And perfect. Is that first mug right there? So that's the way that you select your related products. And you can add 4, 5, 6, but it's a common use and best practice to have no more than 4 to 5 products in the related items. So you will have at least some space to show your customers. So now let's click save, Christine, if you don't mind. And let's scroll down all the way down to the bottom. And let's just save and next. Now it's going to take you to reviews, and you can add the reviews manually directly from the page, or you can allow your customers right after they buy to add your reviews. So either or, it will be displayed on the page. So in just a moment, while the page completely loads up, we are going to be in the reviews areas. Let's see. It's taking a little longer than expected. When this happens, guys, do me a favor. Christine, remember what happens when this happens, what do we have to do? You remember?
When this
Reload.
happens,
Yep. When it kind of stops working, you see, you just reloads, and the page will actually start working. So if at some point it hangs on you while you're editing an item, just reload the page. It will pretty much come back to the last place that you needed to be. But always make sure that you click save. So right now we are at the review, so we don't have reviews. Let's just click save and next. Now, the last step is always to make sure that your product is connected. So display product on the website, the dial should be green and it should say everywhere. And then you just click on the little I, and I'm sorry, in the little green button that says publish on top to ensure that your product is in fact published in the store. And that's how you manipulate a product in a product page. We actually today created the product page and we went through the process of creating a product. I know last week we did it a little bit since we needed to add some samples for the related products. And I believe that completes the process. So Christine, did you click publish by any chance?
I did.
Yeah. Awesome. So let's just make sure that we get that green notification again. Awesome. Settings updated. So that means the product should be on the list. And now let's just go back to your page in the other tab and let's take a look to see if everything updated. And I know that you did.
This,
Yep.
this one or this one?
Actually, yeah, the live page. So that's the one. So let's just refresh on that live page. Perfect. Oh, no, I meant the other tab. Sorry. That live. Sorry. As I said, that delay is killing me here. So that's the live. So you just updated, and you see that before the blue T-shirt was the one that was being displayed as the cover image. Now is the orange one. Now let's just scroll down and let's take a look if we have the same products. You see the more details now, all the details that you added are there. And of course, the related products will continue to be there. So I do have a couple of questions, and I haven't taken any stops here today because we wanted to make sure that we get to see the product page to this full extent. And I believe we can actually just have accomplished that right now. But I do have a couple of questions, David, here that I will definitely like to address. So, hey,
Should I
David,
read them
I
out
see
for
you
you?
now. Actually, yeah. If you have the specific order, that'd be perfect.
So the question that I would like to get answered first from Darcy is, how do we add SKU numbers?
Now, Darcy, that is a great question. And if you are uploading your own products, the SKU will be added in that variant spot. Now, if you're adding products from, let's say, Slingly or Printful or Tscape or any of our third-party providers, they will provide you with that SKU because that SKU is the one that is connecting to the product that you're about to order, or your customer is about to order, I should say. So if you're uploading manual products that you're doing yourself, let's say you are manufacturing gloves and you have 4 different style of gloves, so you can actually input manually this style once you create the actual variants. So you can do that yourself. Now, if you mark something as related product, does it automatically mark the same settings in the other product? That is correct. So not, this is important, not for the other products, because we're only editing one product. So if you, let's say you want to edit, in this case, Christine, can you scroll down, please? Now, can you click on the firefighter laptop sleeve? And I see what Darcy is trying to ask here. This is one of the related products, right? If you scroll down, you're going to notice that maybe this product does not have any related products because we haven't selected for that purpose. You see, it doesn't have any related products. It is available to show them, but we have to edit this product and go into the back end and make sure that in the process, when we're editing the laptop sleeve, we select related products, and then we can select the t-shirt and the mug, or maybe another laptop sleeve that you're designing. So that's one of the things that we can play with in order to look what will be the best offering for our customers. And I hope that you those two questions were addressed. Now, David, any other question?
Yes. So how to set a single product page?
A single setup product page. That's a good question. You can do that definitely within Groovekart, but are you asking that in the sense of as a landing page, as an offering, or in the sense of the whole? That's kind of a loaded question, because you can create the single product, but would it be connected to a store or a landing page? I would like to get a little bit more context on that question so I can answer it better.
Okay, so Darcy, to continue Darcy's question regarding the SKU for our own products, what if there is not a variant yet, but there will be later, and we know SKU we want to enter?
Oh yeah, you can edit the SKUs. As a matter of fact, let's can we do something, Christine? Can you do me a quick favor? Let's go to the builder for a second, and let's just go and add a product really quickly. So let's just go to the admin panel. And now it's gonna open up in our products. So let's just go to products. Let's click my products. And by the way, guys, this is going to be the way to answer to Darcy's whole question in regard to the SKUs. So right now, once we click in my products, a list is going to appear. Let's just create in a new product. So right on the top, that red button that says new product. Perfect. Now, guys, remember there's a little bit of delay. So we're creating a new product, and we can explain really quickly how does the SKU or editing the SKUs or certain content in the variants will work. Now, let's just put in the product name, let's just put test name. And since we are in this area, also I'm going to be answering the question for Al Palacio, which was how do we add bulk pricing? I'll show you in a second. So as you see here, guys, this is what I wanted to show you earlier. So a standard product or a digital product. So if it's a new product that you haven't imported from any of our third-party partners, you can actually make the selection. Now, let's just leave it as a standard product. Let's just go to category and tags, and let's just click home, maybe just for the sake of time. Let's just click, actually, better yet, best deals. And in both of them, in the default category as well as in the inside category. Perfect. Perfect. Now let's just keep scrolling down. Let's just go all the way to save and next. Now remember, guys, I'm skipping a couple of steps here so we can show the variant. So we don't have an image right now for that test product. So let's just go scroll down and click save and next. Now we're here. We're the settings. I'm sorry, the pricing and variants. So let's just go straight up to the pricing and variants. Since we noticed a couple of things. So let's just click change right at that. And as you can see, if you scroll down, there's no variance. So there's no way for us to identify the specific SKU. Now, if you're adding in a specific SKU, you can reference this as model or maybe as SKU. Why not? So on the variant type, if you don't mind, Christine, could you type SKU? And then on the variants, then you can, oh, here, thank you for actually stopping there. That is the drop-down list or the radio button. So you have a couple of ways to select your variant. So let's just leave it as the drop-down list. And now in the variants, that's where you can actually create the SKUs manually. So you can add the SKU there if it's a model or something that you have, Darcy, and then you can edit them. Let's just type 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, perfect. MD 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then just enter, or click, or just maybe just click, just hit enter. Now let's just type MD 7890. Now, if you can generate, now I use this example because we're on the SKU situation, and we're trying to find out how we can create the SKUs. But you see now the variants work. Oh, can you actually just click generate? I'm sorry, I think, where's the other variant?
It's not
The enter was not pressed, so it didn't take it in. So when you type
I'm
it
sorry.
in,
Oh, I didn't take it. Oh, yes, probably that didn't do it.
okay.
Perfect. Now let's just click. And by the way, this could be the models, or this could be anything. And then, as you can see, you can create the SKU, and you can edit them. Again, then the numbers and item, I mean, the number and letters that we type in, it could be, as I said, the model number or the model name, and then you can manipulate the SKU once you create those variants. And I hope that that is actually the point that we want to address here. Uh, Now, thank you, Christine, for your help. Let's just, Selena Fisher is asking, can John show us the correct way of updating AliExpress product selling price? Seems to have difficult to have the selling price populated, but zero only. So Lena, right now for AliExpress, due to the time, I might not have the whole time, but stay tuned because next week we're going to be actually adding other functions. So I will be explaining that, or if you want, I can send you a video. If you send me an email to support@groovedigital.com, put attention to my name, and I'll be more than glad to send you a video with a full explanation on how to just change the actual pricing for your AliExpress products. Now, Ron Meyer says, on the product page, I am using a digital product. On the actual item page, the video is showing instead of the product of the item. Ron, that is because maybe the product page that you're using is featuring a video. So remember, the product page layout, which was what we did today, you can go into that default layout and maybe remove the video and add a picture. Because remember, we have 4 or 5 default pages, which I will show you in a second. Christine, can we go back to the editor, if you don't mind, please?
Do I delete this?
Yeah, please. Let's leave that product since that was a product sample. No worry, Darcy. I believe the question was answered, so I'm happy about that. And again, Darcy, if you have any questions, you can actually reach out to us at support@groovedigital.com. Now, yeah, Christine, let's just go back to the visual editor. Thank you very much. I think you're coming in right there now. Awesome. So let's just go to apps. And then to the visual builder. And now we are going to go to pages. So Ron Myers can actually take a look at the answer. So Ron, if you don't mind, Christine, can you do me a favor? Let's just click where it says product layouts. As you can see, by default, we have actually five product layouts. Actually, I believe it's five. So some of those layouts might look different. So let's just click on number 3, Christine, if you don't mind. I believe it's number 3, the one that has the video. So if you can please click on the little icon to go in that product layout. So those layouts are different. As you can see, they have little different. So I don't believe that was the case. But you can add a video. And I believe the question that you're having is, you're using a digital product on the actual item page. The video is shown instead of the picture of the item. So as I mentioned, you can remove that video element and change it for the picture. So let's just do the contrary here. Can you do me a favor, Christine, on the main page, the main image on top? Okay, now can you do me a favor? Can you go to elements? And let me just give you a nice trick also. Can you go to elements and then can you click on media? And then click where it says video. And can you drag that element right above the picture? But just make sure that it is in the same, no, a little bit, it's got to be aligned with, well, perfect, that's fine. So as you can see, you can add a video there. And I think the case that you're seeing, Ron, is that you have a video maybe where that image is. So you can delete that video and add an image. So it's just a matter of moving and dragging the elements. So hope that makes sense. Now, Christine, you can delete that video. That video looks kind of overstuffed right there in that page. So let's just delete that. Awesome. Thank you very much, Christine. As always, it's a pleasure. And thank you so much for your help. So Ron, I hope that actually makes kind of sense. All that you have to do is just play with the elements and remove them if you don't need the video or if you want to change it for an image. Now, hello, Eldon. How are you? No worries. Better late than ever. And you can always grab the actual recording as always. So, oh, and here is a question. I want the visitors to come to a single product page with Buy Now button. Once the visitor buys the front end product, visitor will be redirected to the upsell products or cross-sell products. That is a great question. And it will have a great response next week. Because next week, I will show you guys a little trick on how to create landing pages using Groove Pages, which is another of our products, combined with the power of Groovekart. So we're going to be probably creating a page in Groovesell, and then you can actually offer your upsells or your cross-sell products. That's going to happen next week with the other features that we're going to be working on. So I don't know the name of the customer, but also if you want a full explanation how to do that before next week, please send me an email to support@groovedigital.com and put it to attention John Garcia with the question, and I'll be more than glad to address it earlier. John Garcia, when the new interface of Groovekart is going to be ready, it is actually being deployed. I don't know if you remember, but last week there were a couple buttons that were not there. Every week, every 2 weeks, we're actually updating. So we're doing a lot of updating to the interface. And I know David is working really hard also with the team to make sure that a lot of other things happen within the actual program with the Groove funnels because everything is connected. So we are moving along, guys, and we appreciate the patience. And I know that in order to build great things, we need to be, a little bit patient, but we're getting there. We're actually coming out of what we need to do. Now, bye, Lenny. Lenny Wonderstrom, thank you so much, Lenny, for being here. It's always a pleasure to have you. Love the energy and love to have you here. And yes, I know you sent me a message earlier. I will send you those images so you can add them to your store. Ron, thank you very much. Now, guys, before we actually start dropping off, because we all want to maybe have dinner at some point tonight, I want to say thank you to Christine, but I'm going to just stop the questions right now because we do have an announcement to make. Now, if David can actually help me out to go back to my screen, So today we did the product page setup. We actually met this guy right here, the product page. We actually talk about the features, but we actually have something very interesting to do today because Christine, 8 weeks ago, uh, maybe 9 weeks ago, she did wrote a very compelling essay that actually put her in that chair today. So we're going to repeat that. We're going to repeat the process because we want to give you the chance to be in the next Groovekart challenge. Because what we want to do is keep making sure that no matter who you are, no matter what industry you are in, we know Groovekart can work for you. So what is the challenge? The essay challenge is with a little bit of an essay for 500 words or less. You should tell us why we should choose you for the next challenge. Why should you be the one right now, like just Christine is doing right below here, actually sitting in the computer working with us for the next challenge? So Christine is having a lot of fun because she gets to explore firsthand Groovekart, number one. She's learning a lot from actually the creators of Groovekart and the people that actually do use Groovekart every day. And she has the opportunity to do what she does, which I believe is promoting her products. So this is a great window for you guys to do that. Right now, she's working on her new project, which is the Fireman's Own website. For those who don't know, for those that actually are the first time here visiting us, her husband was a fireman for, I believe, was 30 years, Christine, if I'm correct, if my memory doesn't fail me.
No, not that long. I think it was about 10 years.
Oh, 10 years. I'm sorry. Yeah, in that case, my memory failed me miserably. But yeah, so he
That's
was a fireman. He was a fireman for so many years. I believe that was there was a 30 somewhere. Maybe the years that you've been married together, maybe somewhere, or maybe your age. I don't know.
oh, my age. We'll go with that.
Okay, we'll go with that. Awesome. So, and I know guys never ask that question on the air. That will land you in trouble, but I get a free card for that. So, coming back to this. So the challenge is that you're gonna have fun. Write that essay. Why would you choose you to be the next person to be featured so you can have the opportunity? And I know that Christine is having fun. She's working very diligently with us, very patiently. She's been listening to us for what we say. She's following the instructions. And that is what exactly what we want to do with each of you guys. So what do we do next? Please write down your essay and send it to marketing plus gck at groovedigital.com. That address right here that I'm kind of pointing out with my mouse. So I'm going to keep it for a moment there. And David, if you can actually just type that into the chat, if you don't mind, maybe I can do it really quickly as well. Let me see. Oh, I can actually. And the essay, thank you very much. It will be due by this Sunday. Actually, let's just make it Monday. The essay will be due by this month. Let me see. Let me remember because I know that Donna was the one that actually just gave us. And actually, no, let's just make it due next Wednesday, a day before day number 6. So let's just do it for next Wednesday. So the essay will be due next Wednesday, which I believe is August. I'm sorry, September 3rd, if I'm correct, David. Since actually 2nd, August the 2nd. Thanks, David. Sorry, it's just I didn't have my calendar open.
September.
So, yep. So let's make it
September.
happen for Wednesday, September 2nd.
September.
So, did I say August again? September 2nd. Thanks, Christine. You see, Christine, you're having too much fun with us. Awesome. All right, guys. So, One last question. I think I missed Al Palacios' question. Can I email you as well for the answer how to get a change the pricing in bulk? Yes, Al. I am really sorry that I missed your question, but yeah, send me an email and I'll be more than glad to send you a video with the explanation. Uh, Now, so we do have the email where we need to go to the what you guys need to send us the essay. Please, the top five will go to the next round. David, myself, and Christine, and also Miss Donna Fox will read those. Everybody will read those, by the way, because they will be posted in Facebook on Wednesday, maybe on Thursday, the same day, so we can actually just have them in there. And then a selection will
Just
be
to
done
mention,
that week.
they will be posted
We cannot
anonymous.
hear you, David.
So can you hear me now? Yeah, so they
Yes.
will be posted
Yes.
anonymously. It will not be your name written on the essay, so you don't have to worry.
Thank
You
you.
write the normal essay as you would anyway, but you don't have to worry. You will not be recognized with your name in there. So just
Correct. Thank you, David. As always, saving my life because he knows the process, and Donna will be really proud of him because I would probably forget that. Yes, once we publish the essays, we will not be disclosing any information of the author, just the name of the essay. So don't forget, 500 words or less. Tell us why. Tell us why will be the reason why we should choose you to work with us in the next challenge. Now we kind of did already the Q&A, so I'm just gonna jump the actual slide for the Q&A for a moment. And as always, there's an assignment. So the assignment for this week, work on your essay. Let's get it done. Let's participate. Guys, it's a great opportunity because why, Christine? Tell them why it's a great opportunity because this is your 2 minutes, weekly minutes of fame that you can actually just go and talk about your products. And David, you know what to do. Let's just give the full space to Christine so she can shine.
shine, Christine.
Of course, the opportunity to be with David Lemon, the guru. I am honored to be part of this, but also you can showcase your products. $5 bling. Everybody needs it. So you can always contact me at bellagemoaccessories.com and reach out to me on Facebook, same name, and I will be more than happy to help. And I'm also so glad to have the opportunity to learn how to do this cart so I can help others and my team members with any issues they may have. So it was an opportunity that of a lifetime. Thank you.
Awesome. And Christine, as I always say, we're so glad and so blessed to have you here with us. You're being such a great person to work around, to participate, and you're doing a great job with your store, which I think is what ultimately we want for you to make sure that you take the knowledge, utilize it, apply it, have a very kick-ass store, and sell a lot ultimately. So, guys, right now is 7:29, and David has something to say.
Yes. So I just wanted to point out, like, this essay that you can write will get you in a spot. Some people don't like that all that attention. They don't want to be on camera. But let me just explain you why this is a great opportunity. So it's not only that you can be on camera, you can be actually showing your store, but you will actually get a store that after these couple of weeks have passed, you can actually sell something immediately right after we end the last live stream. You can actually turn on some ads or actually start promoting your shop, and you have a complete shop. So it's not only that you're sitting here in the limelight and it's like a spotlight and it's like, oh my god, oh my god. It's actually a great thing because you are learning, you're helping others to learn, you can teach others to learn, and you have a shop at the end that you can actually use. So it is not like a we want to make you feel bad. We actually want to give you, this is a prize, and this is why we do this essay. So in case you have a chance, in case you would like to do it, to be here, learn from us, it is a great opportunity. Every week we try to do, or not every week, but every Groovekart challenge, we try to do something else. So if you come on next week, or not next week, but the next Groovekart challenge, we'll probably do something else. So you can learn from the previous Groovekart challenges and also the next one that is coming. So we try to spice up every time, so it's not monotone and it's not the same. So yeah, I do believe if you are trying to work on your store and it is not working out for you, do that essay. Everybody can write, everybody can type, and you can win a great chance to be here with us, learn from us. That's it.
Awesome. Yeah, David said it all. I mean, that was a pretty much a great conclusion to what our point is. Make sure that you guys get the knowledge that you need in order to move forward with your stores. Now, before we leave, we do have another question from Darcy. Darcy, I will definitely take a look at that ticket because if you're being joined since Saturday, that kind of concerns me because that should be resolved in 24 to 48 hours. So I will definitely take a look.
Darcy, if this is regarding Groove Pages, reach out to me. If this is regarding Groovekart, John is the best person to help you.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that too, but I don't know. But I since we're in Groovekart, I believe that was a Groovekart question. But if it's not Groovekart, is his fault. So he will have to deal with that. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for being with us tonight. It's always a pleasure. Remember, we're here for you guys. So let us know at support@groovedigital.com. David, thank you very much. And Christine, as always, thank you very much for being tonight with us. And we'll see you guys next week.
See
Have
you.
a
Thanks,
blessed week and see you guys.